Evening, everybody. Hope you can hear me. As you can see, I'm on my own tonight. I'm busy typing down here and chatting to everybody on the live chat. It's hilarious down here. Hope you are well. Let me just do a quick roll call, make sure I've got everything. Let me just check I've got everything here. I've got coffee, I've got my pad, I've got my water, I've got my phone, I've got a bottle of gin, just in case it goes really bad. And I've got my pen. Is there anything else I need? Nope, that's it, everything. Hope you are all well. Hope you are surviving this cold and frosty weather out there. Well, it's not really frosty, is it? It's snowy, isn't it? We had considerable snow. I think it was about 4 centimetres. Considerable snow. So, of course, today the school's shut. Don't ask me why. I don't even know how or why the schools came to the decision that they were going to close last night at 7 o'clock, because based upon today's weather conditions. By the time we all were out of bed this morning at about 7:30, every single road was completely clear. The paths were all clear. In fact, it was raining, so all the snow was dissipating. So, funny, isn't it? There we go. So, what about you guys? Did you have much snow where you are? I've dropped my pen, hang on. Seamless. So, I hope, how did you get on? Snow all right? Did you see much idiot drivers driving around? It was pretty horrendous around here. When it was snowing on Sunday, we decided to pop into the supermarket on Sunday. And I think there must be something that happens to the brain of somebody who tows a caravan, because all of a sudden you leave a lot longer braking distances, you drive a little bit more sensibly, you no longer want to do wheel spins or donuts, you calm down. Well, I say that unless you're Damien Hollandbury, of course, because, he still wants to do donuts and slides and what have you. But you sort of calm down, you leave longer braking distances and you're a little bit more sensible. And I was just watching people driving around as if the roads were completely clear, sunny and dry, and it was just ridiculous, so there we go. Grumpy old man territory, I think, there, don't you think, guys? So anyway, good evening to everybody. It's 117 people already with 19 thumbs up. It's not bad. I will start today's Monday Night Live, the penultimate Monday Night Live. This is the second to last one, if you don't know what that means. I had to have it explained to me earlier on. Next week is our last one, so this is the second to last one, but more about next week later. I want to start by saying a massive, huge thank you to the Hills, Mark Hill, in fact, who sent me a message on here and on Twitter last week, and he said, can you fire over your address, please? I'd like to send you something. Hello to Sweden. Very good evening, and thanks for joining us. And Mark sent me over this rather wonderful bottle of Monkey 47 gin, which don't look at the level, please don't look at the level, which you can see is an absolutely awesome bottle of gin and a really beautiful and thoughtful gift. Thank you very, very much. We don't do this for the fame or the fortune or anything like that. Crikey, if we did, we wouldn't be doing it. And to receive a gift like that is just absolutely stunning. So, Mark, thank you very, very much. It's absolutely stunning. So, really appreciated that. And that's Monkey 47. And anybody who's into gin will know that gin is up there with the rest of them. And there will be, of course, a full and exhaustive review on this bottle of gin in the coming days. Which probably won't be family friendly and probably get demonetized, because it's promoting alcohol abuse. So anyway, thank you very much, Mark. That's absolutely stunning. Hick, hick. Thank you very much, Damien. Damien, by the way, Damien Hollandbury, say hello to him. He's the one who suggested that we mix vodka with Prosecco. That worked out well, didn't it? Yes, good evening, Rebecca. Are you missing Mrs. Trudgeon tonight? Yes, I am, actually. I mean, she's over there. But she's not coming in because she's working, and she's got to go to work in 57 minutes' time. So at the moment, she's watching her EastEnders, and then she'll be getting herself ready, and then she'll be off out the house before 9. So tonight won't be as long as they have been the last couple of weeks. That will happen next week when it's our last Monday Night Live. Now, over the weekend, I don't know if you saw, but over the weekend, Caravan Gossip, evening Ian, hello to the Blue Spanner, created a video, and she wow, that went wrong very quick, didn't it? And he created a video highlighting some of the smaller channels. He showed channels which don't have the big subscriber numbers like ours, like California Camping, Good Evening Lizzie and Sean, like, you know, Mr. Ditton, who's, you know, got 12,000 subscribers. He focused on people that maybe we don't know, you know, people that we haven't really heard of. And I'll be honest with you, I was absolutely in love with that video because there was channels there which I were not aware of, and I subscribed to some of them. And it's absolutely fantastic to see a community building more and more and more. And in the last week or so, I've been compiling our end of year video. I've been putting together our end of year video, you know, highlighting everything. And it starts with exactly that call to arms that I put out way back in January of this year that said, you know, upload pictures, upload footage, upload things of your caravan. Let's build a community. Let's get it going. And you know what? I think we're nearly there. We're almost at the cusp of creating a community. And certainly when somebody else takes it upon themselves to go out and find channels which the rest of you guys and the rest of us, you know, we all find interesting, of people making honest mistakes in their caravan, people making silly mistakes in their caravans, people doing things differently how you and I do things. And, you know, it's all part of the learning experience. Oh, yes.
Hello.
Hello. And, you know, and it's absolutely fantastic. Next week that comes off, by the way. And I thought it was such a wonderful video. And Ian himself got quite emotional because some of the wonderful comments that he got back, and he saw, you know, what people really thought and what, you know, what a difference he had made. And Ian himself has said that, you know, for all the channels which he highlighted, they've all gone up significantly in their subscriber numbers. So if you're not aware of the video which I'm talking about, let's ask the Blue Spanner to put a link up there right now. And you can go and have a look at that video where he highlights 10 channels that he may not be, you know, that you may not be aware of. So there's the link right there in the chat window. I will put it in after this video as well down below. And, you know, absolutely fantastic to go and do it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think this is something that he, we, us, you could all start doing as well. Highlighting channels that you like, highlighting people that you visit and people that you, you know, want to share with the rest of them. So I think that actually this is something that Ian should come back to, because already speaking to Ian tonight, he's also already said, well, I found some more channels, you know, not particularly very popular, but they supply great content. So if you have got ideas on channels, or if you're subscribed to channels which maybe not one else is subscribed to, go along to that video link which Ian just put up, and we'll ask him to do it again. Put good evening, Lee. Put a link up to go to that channel, go to that video, and suggest in the comments below of channels that you think he should go and review. There he is. Look at that. He's already got it written out, ready to go. He's a lad, isn't he? Eh? And you know, and then again, we build this community going forward. And then I'm also looking at you guys, specifically Parknest. Look at you, Rich and Trev. I almost called you Rich and Trev and Simon then. I don't know why. Swing your pants. And other channels as well to, you know, to broaden the horizons. And that's how we make a wonderful online community. And I think we're almost at the point now where we can safely say that we've got ourselves an established caravanning and motorhoming UK community. And I think it's a fantastic thing that, you know, we've started to build up, you know, and you think just a couple of years ago, there's none of this at all. So so there we go. So let's just have a look at some of the wonderful comments there this evening. I've seen Shropshire Lad there. I won't say hello to him because I've already spoken to him on the phone tonight. Evening, Gordon. Hope you're on the mend now, Kelly. Oh yes, hope you are well, Kelly. I saw that you're not very well. Water Warden says always our channel. Well, it would be, Matt, if you put some content on it. Evening Blue Spanner and Evening Dan. Yeah, very good evening to you, Ian. I know that the Water Wardens, they're going to be adding more content. I know that they're not at the moment, and I know the reasons why. But they're going to be adding more content, specifically when they get their motorhome. And that's going to be a different take on the whole things as well. So I know that Matt and Gemma are thinking about doing stuff going on in the future. So I know that's why they're not putting stuff up there at the moment. So still to come. So there we go. I always look forward to 8 o'clock Monday these days. Love the chat advice. Well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I didn't quite catch your name as it flew off the screen there. How's the caravan getting along? Well, our caravan right now is in the shop being repaired. We're not expecting to pick it up much before the new year, to be absolutely honest with you, because there's a few things that I want done to it. So there we go. Where's the dog? Asleep downstairs. Is he asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's asleep downstairs. We do this content coming soon. There's Abbey Wood vlog behind recorded this week. There we go. See, I know they're doing stuff, so it's all good. So that was his video, and I hope that you do like it, and I hope that we can again build it going forward. Now, in terms of community and other people doing things, Mr. Ditton will be having a YouTube live on the 17th. I think it's Sunday, 17th on his channel. So that'll be worthwhile going over to tune into him. And also, Make Way with the Morleys, they will be doing their very first YouTube live next... Andy, help me out here. Is it next Thursday you're doing it? He'll pop up the message in a minute, and I'll keep looking out for it. We're getting ready for your Christmas camp. 21st, there we go. Thank you, Andy. Make Way with the Morleys, they will be doing their first YouTube live on the 21st, and they have a little announcement to share with you guys, so that's going to be quite good watching as well. So make sure on the 21st you pop over to his channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Great family, great fun. Can't hold his drink very well at all, and Kate is even worse. But I can't talk about that because we never drink. Right? We'll never win the Father of the Year award. So there we go. So that's the things that are going on at the moment. Now, next week, as I have said, we are holding our last YouTube live next Monday night. Our last Monday night live. It's the 8th episode. So hang on a minute. What are you doing?
I need to do my homework.
So next week is the last one that we're doing this side of Christmas. We're going to pick up again in the new year. But what I thought we would do next week, because it went down so well, should we do another pub quiz, guys? Should we do another one? What do you reckon? I'll have my glamorous assistant with me as well, who does all of the admin and literally keeps me on track. And Rebecca, oh no, yes, Rebecca, we can do it. I tell you what I can do. I can do some child questions if that makes it easy. I could go and raid the Trivial Pursuit Child Edition. We could do it that way, I suppose. If everybody sits there with a Trivial Pursuit cheese, we could have a game of online Trivial Pursuit. Hey, that's a great idea. So yeah, I think we'll do that next week, because we'll have a bit of fun with it being the last one of this year. And also next week will be our last video of the year as well. We've already recorded it. We've already done it. It's already uploaded. It's ready. It's done. It's going. It's there. And it's a summary of what we've been doing over the last 12 months. It's absolutely incredible. You don't think, when you think back of what you've done over the year, you don't really appreciate how much stuff you really do in 12 months. But crikey, yeah, we've done a few bits. So that's next week anyway. Now, I didn't actually have much to talk about tonight. I was thinking, what can I talk about? What should be the main topic of it? And I thought to myself, do you know what? I'll just ramble on, because I didn't want to make this a particularly long one tonight. Just wanted to do about half hour, 40 minutes, that sort of stuff. But then I thought to myself, well, we're doing videos for next year, and I've already got a list of things of what I want to do for next year. But let's ask you guys right now, just put it up in the questions and the comments here. What sort of videos would you like to see us do next year? Is there something different that you'd like us to consider doing? Or would you like to see the same sort of things going forward? Evening, Sean and Lizzie, by the way. Would you like to see more reviews, more helpful how-to tips, more holiday vlogs, that sort of thing? Is that the sort of thing that you'd like us to continue doing, or would you like us to diversify a little bit and show a little bit more of something else? So I'm seeing here drone shots. I haven't got a drone buddy, I'm sorry, unless you can supply one, thank you. Evening, by the way. Buddy's Insight, by the way, fantastic channel. He's been a supporter of mine right from the beginning, really helpful. He's got nothing to do with the caravanning world whatsoever, but he's a real gent, and he's been so helpful with me in the past. Top channel, top channel. Buddy's Insight, if you want to put the link to your channel up here in the chat window, please do it, because, you know, you're a great guy and you've been so supportive of me. Thank you. Use a big stick to pretend it's a drone. Thank you very much for that suggestion. 6 inches of snow. Good morning from New Zealand. Very good morning to you, our Adventures New Zealand. Hope you are well. We like holiday vlogs. More of the same, please, Dan. It's as great as it is. Thank you very much. That's very kind. More vlogs with other vloggers. Yeah, we're going to do some more collaborations next year. In fact, we're not going to, you know, keep it to ourselves. We're going to do more collaborative things because, well, as I'll come on to in a minute, you know, I'm hoping that we can see more of you guys. You know, I hope we can sort of, you know, get out and about with you guys and share your time with us. The daily vlogs were the best. You taught me how the chili and when you're going away. Well, guess what this video, this Friday's video is? It's the chili recipe. Again, it's all recorded, it's all ready to go. This Friday is our infamous zebra chili. It's not a chili converted into a... yeah, so yeah, the holiday vlog seems to be going well. We did see a couple of comments in there. Caddock cooking, definitely. You definitely will see Caddock cooking, and you will definitely see a Caddock book, either in electronic format or down what have you. There will definitely be that happening next year. Horse meat chili, no, Dave, not horse meat. Zebra. You can tell because it's striped. Sorry. That's put me off my stroke now. I'm going to just have another drink of water. Family friendly. Hit the thumbs up if you're not done already. Well, thank you very much for that. Have you signed up for any TV work done? You're a bigger celebrity than you are. Well, no, I haven't actually, Mark. Thank you. Mark's been really lovely this week. He's been really singing our praises, and I haven't gone unnoticed, Mark. So thank you so much. It's really kind of you. Gin is also the answer. Gin is also clear. Yeah, no, this is genuinely water. Not like my pint of gin when I was with Ian. Did you see that? Did you see how much I drank? Oh, I mean, 2 pints of gin and I was wasted. I mean, 2 pints and I'm done. It's genuinely water, trust me. Now, the rally, or as Ian calls it, Trudge Fest. It's not going to be called Trudge Fest. We can't call it Trudge Fest because that sounds really narcissistic, doesn't it? The rally. We have potentially and provisionally got a location sorted. It's not where I wanted it to go. Trudge Fest. No, Ian, it's not going to be called Trudge Fest. Vlogfest maybe. We've potentially got a location. It's not where I wanted it to be, but it's still in the Midlands. It's still fairly central. It's in Oxfordshire in actual fact. So it's going to be pretty accessible for everybody. I'll be honest with you, I was severely let down by the 2 national clubs. I was severely let down by a particular site that I wanted it to go to. And I nearly called the whole thing off because the warden was that dismissive about it and was that negative, and he was putting up so many obstructions. I nearly said, do you know what, forget it, we just won't do it. And he backed down quite quickly. I won't tell you which site it is, and I won't tell you what club it was, but honestly, I'm going to write a stern letter, a stern email, and maybe one day you may know. If you attend the festival, yeah, there we go. The location that I've got, we're going to start taking bookings in January. The site have asked that I don't talk about it yet because they're having a quiet period, they're having a down period, so it's respect their privacy at the moment. So in the new year, we're going to take bookings. We're thinking at the moment what it's going to be is we're going to let you go and book the site directly, give you a reference code, and then you can then go and book it directly, get the reference code, get any discount that we can get off of them as well for the duration. You can also specify what days you want to go to. We're still going for the 30th of May to the 3rd of June. So that's the Wednesday to the Sunday. So, you know, hopefully you can fit in anywhere around there. The reason why we've done it midweek to weekend and on a half term is so that hopefully it can cater for most people. Trudgefest, reference Trudgefest 18. I don't think people could write that down. So it's going to be after the bank holiday. It's the Wednesday after the bank holiday, Monday. So hopefully we can, we can fit it all in. The site that I've spoken to, they're really up for it. They're really good for it. They offer electric hookup, grass pitches, hard standing pitches. There's pitches for tents as well. I was quite conscious and quite clear that I wanted a site that didn't discriminate. I wanted it so that if, a lot of our subscribers don't own a caravan yet. So I wanted it to make it so that if you could get yourself a tent, then come along and, we can have a bit of fun together, etc. And also, if you haven't got a tent and you haven't got anything at all, they do have some glamping pods as well. Not many, but they do have glamping pods as well. So hopefully we can cater for everybody. Now, the other thing I want to add to this as well is no, Rita Ora has not confirmed it yet. Why did I even suggest that? I don't know. The other thing I wanted to just make clear as well is that this is not a rally. So there's not going to be set activities. I'm not going to be running around like a red coat. And there's not going to be wobbly knee competition. Knobbly knee, sorry, I should say. It's going to be basically, we're on this site, come along as well. We might do a pub quiz. We might do a, something or other. A Shropshire lad, Gordon, has kindly offered to do some, some nature trails, that sort of stuff, some geocaching or something like that, so we can do stuff with the children and have fun with them. And where we're going as well, as far as I can remember, a pub is not too far away as an egg and spoon race. A pub isn't too far away as well. So you know what, there is some things to do around the area. But basically it's going to be, we're on the site, come along as well. Let's just make it up as we go along. It's not going to have set activities. So I hope that's okay with you guys. And if Rich and Trev come along, I'm sure they'll bring a couple of fine ales with them as well. Cheers. I just got a splashback then. And also, is there a free bar? No. And also, I'm hoping that some other vloggers will turn up as well. Now, you put in the comments as well of what vloggers that you would like to attend. Maybe we could have... is the pub staggering distance? I don't know. I think it is actually, Dave. I think it is staggering distances. So the other vloggers I'm thinking that should attend should be... no, not Casey Neistat. I think the Morleys should come. What do you think, guys? Do you reckon the Morleys should come along? California Camping, do you reckon they should turn up? The indie projects, I would love the indie projects to turn up. I really, really would, because I got so much time for Theo and B. They're absolutely awesome, the pair of them. Yeah, the site is limited on numbers. There is, if I can remember, I don't think I even wrote it down. I think there's 24 electric hookups, and then it's literally it's field from there on. So it's 100 acres, yeah, 100 acres site, and then the rest of it is grass pitches, etc., etc. So it's after that. So it will be first come, first served who books up the electric pitches. We probably won't book up an electric pitch. Hang on a minute. Are you dead set on electric pitch, love? Yeah, we'll go and book on electric pitch apparently. So yeah, we won't be booking electric pitch because we'll have our solar panel, etc. But then there's tent pitches as well, and then there's obviously, there's all bits and bobs as well. So, there are limited spaces, so it will be first come, first served. Need to do her hair down. She does need to do her hair. She's actually watching EastEnders still, so I better not interrupt. The Happy Travellers, that would be a great site, a great couple to turn up. Do you know, I met Steve at the chemical waste point in Cirencester one day, completely random, really top chap. We had a lovely chat. Obviously, because we're at the chemical waste point, we couldn't maintain eye contact, because that's one of the unspoken things, isn't it, at the chemical waste point, no eye contact. But, we had a good chat anyway. Yeah, there we go. I think California Camping should come along, and certainly Gordon, a Shropshire lad, he will definitely be coming along, I'm sure. So there we go. Yes, so I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to speak about. So let's open the phone lines. And what about Mr. Ditton? Well, Mr. Ditton at the moment might not be turning up, and that's nothing to do with anything else other than his busy schedule. You see, he will be somewhere else the weekend before we go away, and logistically to get down to where we are and then to go off to the next place he needs to be, he may not be able to do it. We are working hard though, and we are hoping that he can schedule it in, but at the moment Mr. Ditton's ride is too excessive. It is a bit, to be honest with you. He wants blue M&Ms. It may be logistically he may not quite be able to do it, but we are trying to see if we can fit him in. Jan, what dates are we thinking of? We're thinking of the 30th of May. That's a Wednesday. And up until Sunday, the 3rd of June. We honestly, Gordon, we're trying to get him there either way. But at the moment, it just doesn't quite look as if we're able to get him there. But, you know, it's not because of anything else other than just logistics of him getting there would be a problem. So there we go. So come on then, guys, let's answer some questions. If you've got any questions for me, answer them right now. Oh, I do have one announcement. I was hoping for them to arrive today. No, Ian, you're not invited, sorry. I was hoping for them to arrive today, but sadly, because of the snow and because of, you know, nobody able to drive with a couple of centimetres of snow, no, I'm not pregnant, it's wind. Mugs in stock. I was hoping that they would be here today, but sadly they're not here today. I'm hoping they may be here tomorrow now. The courier literally couldn't get them here in time. We've got our mugs made up. It's not these ones. It's the other ones, and they're slightly different to the design which is online. What I wanted to do is get some pictures of them and share them with you tonight, but if you can pretend, and I can Photoshop it in later on, I suppose, if you can pretend I'm holding a mug, yeah, there we go. So I might just do a very impromptu video this week once they're in, and share them with you, and if you want to get them, you know, that's fine. Has the website crashed again, has it? No? Still saying it's live? So yeah, so there may be that coming up in the future, you know, in the future days or so. But I wanted them here to share with you before you obviously start to commit to buying them, etc. You can order an invisible mug now. They're not particularly great at holding any liquids, and if you're using boiling liquids, you may end up in A&E. So, you know, what have you. Anyway, let's answer some questions. Looks like a mug. My solar panel, Tony's written, let's get that. My solar panel on my Caravan is covered in snow and it's not easy getting access to a storage yard. How long before I need to worry about my battery? Good question, Tony. We typically can last about 2 weeks without having to worry about putting any charge into the battery. But that said, we've got 110 ampere battery, we have an alarm, and we have a tracker running on it all the time. So we can last about 2 weeks before I know we need to start thinking about getting some charge back into it. If you can, get up to the site and just get a brush and just brush off the top of the solar panel. But that said, in a couple of days it'll all be gone anyway, I expect. But if you can get to it, clear off the snow off the top of it, and you should be okay. Oddly, snow days for solar panels are fantastic. Fantastic for light on a solar panel because of all the reflective light. Its ambient light is quite high, so even though you've not got direct sunlight from the sun, ambient light is quite high, so it's good for charging and putting charge into solar panels. There we go. Somebody else wrote a question here as well. Evening, John Feeney. Very good. Setup time. Mr. F takes the dog for a long walk to the pub. Oh, there we go. Steve is offering there. I can send you some photos of the mugs if you like. Thank you, Steve. That's very kind of you. Just to let you know, guys, as well, the people that I've used to get my mugs made up with, I'm going to hold up the mouse mat now, is Steve Churchman, who's in the comments there. Say good evening to Steve. His company is Add Value Marketing, and he and his good lady Maxine have been absolutely awesome with me. They were very fastidious, and they were very conscious that they wanted the best possible mug for me, And when I created the artwork, they said, yeah, it's good, but it's not brilliant. And so they worked really hard on recreating some of the artwork that I produced to make it absolutely spot on. So really helpful, really, really, really helpful people who I think, you know, at the end of it, I think we've got the best possible product that we could ever possibly imagine. I mean, I've said that, I've not seen one yet, so it could be complete rubbish, you know. But, yeah. But no, they're really, really helpful, and I highly recommend them. So say hello to Steve and Maxine, top people. How's the X5 and what tow are you thinking of having on the 5 Series, fixed or detachable? The X5 is sick. It's going to have a reconditioned gearbox in the new year, and yeah, that's that really. It needs a new 4x4 actuator as well, which I can do myself because it's dead easy to change. And I am going to have a fixed tow bar on the 5 Series. I did think about having a detachable, but to be honest with you, we always leave the detachable on. We never take it off. And I think I'm just going to probably just have a fixed one on the back of the back of the car. They're quite expensive, the BMW ones. Excuse me, because they need a box of tricks to put into them that talks to the car. I don't understand it either. They need a box of tricks in there. So when you plug the Caravan in, it does stuff to the car. It needs to switch off the air suspension at the back. It needs to do other things as well. It changes the map. I don't know. It does all sorts. So they're quite expensive. They're not particularly cheap. So that's what we're going to have done. So thank you for that question, Gas Locker. Let's just scroll on down again. Could you give a big shout out to Ian from Caravan Gossip for his latest vlog? Thank you to all the small channels and a massive boost. A big thank you. That's from the Boar Family Adventures. Do you know what? The Boar Family Adventures is a fantastic channel. Worth going to investigate, and really good channel, and it's a really good channel to go and I love his editing, and I love some of the adventures he's had out and about, and I've commented on a couple of them. Really good. So there. All cars should be audible. Ours isn't. We've had a brand new tow bar put on in the last 2 years, and it doesn't make an audible sound when you indicate. I don't know what the law is there, but ours certainly doesn't. But then it doesn't even have a hole for a breakaway cable. So, you know, there we go. What's that say? Yeah. You see, lots of people say that a lot of them don't have them. Yeah, ours certainly doesn't have one. There we go. So let's have a look at some other questions here. Entertain yourselves whilst I just look at the questions. Don't worry about me. How much gas should I realistically be going through? Just cooking, not heating. 1 or 2 bottles a year, once away and once a month. John, that's a really good question. We go through 1 6 kilo bottle a year. Now that includes 1 6 bottle kilo. We bought it back in April, because we ran out in April, and we were off grid for 10 days, and that was used for heating, cooking, the fridge, hot water, when it was fairly cold as well back in April. So we used it all week for that, and then we've used it all the time since then for cooking on the Kanak and the cookery indoors. And we, even with going off grid, we just about go through 1 a year, and that's a 6 kilo propane bottle. Obviously, if we were to do a lot more off-gridding, I think you could go through a lot more. But if you're just doing that 1 bottle a year is absolutely fine. When we first started caravanning, I thought I needed 2 bottles because we would go through gas left, right and centre. But actually the truth is that I've taken 1 bottle out because we just don't need to lug 2 bottles around with us all the time. Damien, you say you've used 2 6 kilos. Is that in a year, or is that since you've owned the van? Which must be coming up for a year now, mustn't it? Maybe even a bit more. So yeah, good to see what everybody else is going through. Actually, it's a really interesting question. 2 6 kilos in a year. Might have a leak. We've done 2. John, you can borrow my gas stop if you want. You can use that to measure if you have got a small leak somewhere. I can meet you up at the storage site one day if you want. Yeah, the C4 Picasso has an audible alarm. Thanks, Dave, for that. Dan, a muddy marvellous. Dan, at the rally, could you organise for everyone to bring a cup of tea and biscuits, create an auditorium, you sit in front, what other celebrity bloggers, and do a live broadcast. Hey, I don't know if I could do that. Certainly, we'll do some live broadcasting maybe. If the reception's good or there's good Wi-Fi there, I see no reason why we can't do a live broadcast and have you guys, there as well in the videos. And I'd like to video some parts of it. Obviously, I'd like to spend time with you people. Video some parts of it and then give a flavour of what took place. And if we do it again, things are some of the things that we can do next time. And even if I don't film it, I'm sure others will be filming it if they come along. So yes, it's all about the gas tonight, isn't it? Maybe no, we don't, Ian. We don't use butane in the summer. We use propane all year round. We just don't find. We just don't find it worth the hassle to change over to butane halfway through the year. Dandy01, what year 5 series are you getting? Pre-2012 BMW. Electrics don't work with the trailers with LEDs. I've got a 07 pre-facelift. I've got an 07 535 and then the X5 is an 06 plate. And yeah, it's fine. That works well with LEDs. All you need to do is just put some shunting resistors in there just to make sure that the car is aware that there's a bulb in place, because obviously you've got a low resistance with an LED, so it's quite easy to fool the thing going forward. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's going to be a topic on a future video about how to fool your car into thinking it's actually got a bulb when it actually has an LED. Can anybody tell me the pros and cons of having an air awning against a rollout? I'm a female who will be putting it up on my own. Well, Jan, I'll be honest with you, you've answered it yourself there, right in your question. If you're on your own, a roll-up awning is probably a very difficult thing to do. Not so much getting it out, because I've done it by myself. The most difficult thing is getting it back in. Because you've got to roll it and you've got to do it above your arms, and then tie it up so it doesn't fall back out on you. So you've probably answered it yourself. If you're on your own, an air awning is going to be a lot easier. The hardest part of an air awning is just the sheer weight of it and pulling it through the rail. But there's lots of devices on the market to help you do that. Lynn and Rich, actually, on their channel, when they were using their awning, put it up, Rich had a device which helped him pull it through. And I think, what's it called, guys? What's it called? Is it a awning monkey? No, it's a awning wizard. I can't remember what it's called now. But there's something there that you can literally use it to pull them through the channel. So I would recommend for a person on their own, a small air awning is absolutely brilliant. Husband in wheelchairs are very little help. Yeah, Jan, that was exactly the same thing with Lynn and Rich, because obviously Lynn had her stroke, so she wasn't able to do any manual handling. So Rich basically did the whole thing by himself. So it's worthwhile, if you're not aware of their channel, go and subscribe to their channel, and you can see them putting the awning up and making getting it right, making it wrong, just having fun with it. That's it, Mark. Correct. Awning Buddy. That's it. That's it. Yes, Awning Buddy. It's a rope system that goes through the channel and you pull it through, and it helps you pull the whole thing through. Ideal if the thing is a little bit heavy. Now, have I just seen that right? Has California Camping just hit 5,000 subscribers? That's a pretty big thing, isn't it? I'll drink to that. Congratulations, guys. Let's have a look. LEDs. The LED road lights are a light load and don't get seen by the car. Adding the resistors across the circuit, you draw extra load and the car sees the load. This is absolutely true, Vince. Yes, exactly. As some of you may know, my background is IT, but my hobby was electronics. So I know quite a lot on how to fool the car into thinking that particular things are plugged in. So for cars that think their seats are disconnected, there's ways you can get around that. There's things of there's ways of fooling the car into thinking things are plugged into them. So just a small loading resistor, absolutely perfect. So there we go. So I wonder how many of you guys actually subscribe to California Camping, because they're pretty good actually. Yeah, there we go, Vince. IT and electronics. Yeah, it goes with the physique, I think. Yeah. So yeah, very good. Vince, I should share with you some of my Arduino sketches actually, because I've written a lot of stuff over the past. It's very good, in fact. So yes, California, well deserved. Have you got your 2CV yet? No, I have not got a 2CV. There we go. I subscribe to. Yeah, lots of people subscribe to them. Well, that's it then. Everybody there is there. Are you at the NEC? Yes, Boris, I am at the NEC in February. What days I'm going, I haven't got a clue yet, but I will be there at some point over the festivities of the of the NEC. And I do know that my Blue Spanner will be there as well. Whether he will be there on the same days as me, I don't know. It'd be great if he would be, because I love meeting up with Ian. Ian is a top chap. Really lovely guy. Really lovely. I wonder if Lizzie and Sean will be going to the NEC in February. Let's wait now for the response. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're not invited to the rally either, Ian. Sorry. What are the dates? I don't know. I don't organise these things. Go and Google it. I don't know. It's in February 20th to something. I don't know. Do you, Steve H, do you still do the same job you did before the channel, Dan? Nope, not at all. I used to be. It's going to be a subject of a future vlog when I've got nothing else to write or to talk about. But no, I don't do it at all. I gave up my 23-year career in IT, and I now do this full time. I write, I make videos, I vlog, I do all of this creative stuff, and yeah, that's it. So no, I don't do that. I don't do that at all. That will be a subject for years to come. We live in the Cali Cave. I thought you were live in the Cali Cave there, California camping. Are you doing a live tonight, Sean and Lizzie? NEC 20 to 25th February. There we go. Thank you very much, Caravan World. Thanking you. Dan escaped. I did escape. I was a DBA for a long time, and there's a lot of things I did and a lot of things that I'm used to do in the IT world, and yeah, it was a hard life, and it was very clear for the past 8 years that I was doing it. I hated it, so I moved on. Lizzie is hungover post-Christmas do. You do realise it's not Christmas yet, don't you, California Camping? And also, if you haven't seen it yet, go and have a look at the California Camping's channel, because they've just done how to camp in a camper van over Christmas. So many C's. So yeah, worthwhile going to check them out and check that video. It's great fun, and we're in it. So we had to bring it down somehow, didn't we? 12 hours ago I broke my arm and both my legs in a car accident, but that can't stop me to watch you. Oh my goodness me. Leo, hope you're all right. That sounds terrible. Oh dear, oh dear. Play golf now when I'm not touring. Well done, Muddy Marvellous. Cheers to you. Water. Hi Dan, I'm thinking of visiting Cirencester next year. What have you been doing there? Adam, Cirencester is a fantastic place. If you do visit Cirencester, there are loads to do. In the town itself, if you go out of the site, turn left, walk down into the park, you walk into Cirencester through the most beautiful estate, really gorgeous. Walk into Cirencester, there's plenty of things to do down there. If you want to get in your car, you can go north, you could go to Stow on the Wold, Bourton on the Water. If you go south, you've got Tetbury, and you've got the Arboretum, which is absolutely gorgeous. If you want to do things indoors, you can go south again, southeast from Cirencester, go to Swindon, and you know, it's an absolute mecca for culture in Swindon. But there is a steam museum there, which is fantastic. And if the missus wants to go shopping, or you want to go shopping, there's the outlet centre there as well. You know, it's a really good place to go and do things. So there's lots to do around Cirencester. Really loved it. Look at this, bringing all the IT people out tonight then. Worked for Oracle Dev Company here too. They're all coming out tonight, aren't they? Hey, we live in Swindon. Do you? You must know where I am then. Yeah, because I'm not too far away from you. Yeah, there we go. Cotswold Airport is within... That's right, that's true. Cotswold Airport is worth a visit from Cirencester. Very good. Cirencester Lido Outdoor. Yes, that's a great... There's loads to do in Cirencester. It's really good. Even though it's on our doorstep, maybe I should go up there and do a vlog on things you can do in and around Cirencester, and maybe even make it things you can do with your dog around Cirencester. I think that would be quite good, wouldn't it? Because, you know, not many places really accept dogs, but in Cirencester you do. So I could do that maybe. So let's have a look, see anybody else. Sava, salute. Yeah, very good evening to you. I won't embarrass myself by doing much French, so apologies for that, but bonjour. That's a good idea. Thank you, John. Yes, please. There we go, see. That's right, and yeah, the museum is good. And if you've got National Trust membership as well, do go north and go to the Roman Villa, the Chedworth, is it? Chedworth Roman Villa? Go to the Roman Villa at Chedworth. I think it's Chedworth. I might be wrong. Somebody will tell me if I'm wrong. Oh, I'm going live apparently. Thank you, Desmond. And yeah, go and have a look around. That's absolutely beautiful. So yes, really worth... It's still lovely things to go and have a look around. The biggest disappointment at Cirencester is when you go to the amphitheatre, because you think to yourself, oh, it's amphitheatre, it's going to be fantastic. It's behind a housing estate, and it literally is bumps in the ground. And it's, yeah, there we go. That's that. Chedworth, thank you, Greg. How is the EastEnders? Well, do you know what? I think it finished 15 minutes ago, and I've just realised I'm at 8:45. I really do need to go now because Mrs. T needs to go to work. So there we go. So, oh, that's a great idea. Vloggers should do a review of the local area. And I tell you what I should do as well. I should show you some CLs around this area and some sites which I think are fantastic and I would recommend to you. That's a good idea. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to write that one down. Done. So there we go. Got to have a bit of imagination. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, brilliant. All right then, guys. Well, look, thank you ever so much for joining me on this penultimate. Oh, he's here now. Ditton's here now. Look at that. The blinking. I don't know. Yes, there we are. You can all now ask Andrew if he's coming to Trudgefest 2018. Instead of giving me a hard time about it, you can ask him directly now. Oi, Andrew, why aren't you coming to Trudgefest? And then he'll give you the reason why. So there we go. So thank you very much, everybody. Hope you're all well. And Trudgefest. No, I can't call it Trudgefest. Come on, guys. Think of a proper name for it. Can't be doing this, can we? Vlogfest? Is that a thing? Could that be a thing? People who go caravanning festival? I don't know. I don't know. There we go. Anyway, thanks ever so much for tuning in, guys. I will see you all very soon. Take care. Night, night. Bye-bye.